Well, the SJWs are back again and they're attacking Greece. So let's grease the lightning of this subject. That was pretty fucking lame. Hey guys, welcome to another video, and I'll be talking about some SJWs again in this video. Yes, occasionally I do these videos. I really like doing them and stuff because it entertains me. It's just fun, and I like getting off my chest and stuff. And SJWs, they always gotta talk an old movie every now and then. I talked about 300 when they were talking smack about 300 and stuff, and I didn't do Gone with the Wind. I kind of did when I was doing the podcast with my buddy, but I didn't want to talk too much about the Gone with the Wind thing. I still like Gone with the Wind, and I don't agree with the controversy of Gone with the Wind, but uh, let's just talk about Greece, because a lot of modern feminists are talking about Greece on Twitter. There's even an article of Olivia Newton-John trying to defend the movie, and I'm going to talk about the stuff Olivia Newton-John said and stuff about what the feminists are saying about Greece. Basically, what they're saying about Greece is that it lacks a lot of diversity in their movie, and it's a very sexist film. Greece is a very sexist movie, and it doesn't have any strong, powerful women in it, and it's all full of white people singing and songs and stuff, and it's not a movie people should be watching nowadays because it doesn't have a powerful, progressive message. So bad Grease, bad, no Grease lightning. I gotta talk about how ridiculous that is, but I'm gonna say what Olivia Newton-John said because I'm gonna be echoing Olivia Newton-John. Olivia Newton-John said it's a 1970s film based in the 1950s. So, of course, there was not even a lot of diversity and stuff. So, it's so weird that people think movies like 50, 60 years ago, people were like shocked that it doesn't have the same politics as now. Like, no fucking shit. Like, you can't just be pissed at a movie because it was made 80 years ago. Like, who fucking cares? Like, trust me, there's a lot of political shit in a lot of feminist movies nowadays, so we get enough of it now. Like, who cares? Get a fucking life. But Olivia Newton-John said it's just like it's an old movie, and it's not meant to be political, Grease. It's just meant to be a fun, good time movie. It's just meant to be a fun film. It's not meant to have this deep, woke message. It's just meant to be a fun musical. That's it. It's meant to entertain everybody. There's no gender or race. It's for everybody. It's just a fun musical. And that's how I always see Grease. I've grew up with the movie Grease. I've always liked the movie Grease. I always have a great time with the songs and the goofy characters. It's a very silly movie, but it's a fun, silly movie. And it's got some kick-ass dance scenes and kick-ass songs. It's an enjoyable film, and it's just a fun movie. There's nothing political about it, but the SJW's got to make everything fucking political, and they got to talk about how much Grease is a sexist movie, and it's not really that sexist. There's a couple comments here and there that's a little weird. I'm like, okay, that's okay, sure. Like, there's one part of the song of Summer Lovin' or Kaneki says a very odd line. Like, that's very weird, but that's about it. Like, the funny thing is, though, they don't smack talk women in Grease. A lot of women are very likable in the movie. Rizzo is a great badass character. She even deals with real problems that women even still to this day go through. Like, when you're having like sex in high school and you have to deal with like almost getting pregnant as a teenager and how to deal with it and how to deal with rumors and people talking smack about you behind your back and people saying that you're a bad person, but deep down you're not. Like, rumors can hurt someone's feelings, and she sings about it in the song. Like, the stuff that Rizzo goes through in Grease are problems that not just women, but men go through in high school. So that's a very relatable and still a very timely subject. And Sandy is a very sweet and innocent character. Like, I don't see where the The problem is it because she sings a song called Hopelessly Devoted? She's devoted to Danny Zuko. I'm like, it's just a song, and it's about young love. I've been in love when I've been, well, not really, but I know a lot of people. My sister has definitely been in love at a very young age in high school. When you're in love in high school, you feel like it's meant to be. It's meant to be forever. It's meant to be this perfect relationship, and it's going to last forever and stuff. And that's kind of what she sings about. It's not meant to be taken too seriously because, again, these, they don't look at, they're high school students and they're singing about love. Like, it's not meant to be taken too seriously. The movie itself is not meant to be taken too seriously. It is a goofy musical comedy film. It's not meant to be taken that literal and that serious. And they don't say anything really that sexist or anything racist or anything like that in the movie. It's just a fun movie. It's a fucking musical. It's Grease. It's Grease. I've never met a single person who had this much of an issue with Grease. Either people like it or they think it's too corny. That's it. But people calling it like a sexist and racist movie, and I'm like, why? And the funny thing is, like, it should have had, would it be great if it had more diversity? Of course it would have been great to have more diversity in the film, but a lot of movies in the 70s didn't have a lot of diversity. So are we supposed to just cancel every single movie that came out in the 70s and the 60s and the 50s and the 40s and the 30s and the 20s? Like, we're just supposed to just wipe them all from existence? And there's a lot of amazing films. Some of my favorite films came out of that. And there is black people in it. Like, the band is black, so I guess that counts. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not meant to be taken as like this white movie, or it's just a musical. That's all it is. Again, if there was diversity in it, if there was more diversity in it, then that would have been awesome. But it's a 70s movie. They didn't do that back then. Okay, they do it now, so what are y'all bitching about? Like, who fucking cares? Like, you would have to cancel literally every fucking movie. You would have to cancel every movie. Like, the first Star Wars movie didn't have a lot of diversity. Like, you had James Earl Jones. That's like it. And then Billy D. Williams in the sequel. Like, that's it. Rare Window. Almost every Hitchcock movie, there's no diversity. So just, cancel every Alfred Hitchcock movie? Like, I don't understand people. Like, they're complaining about all this stuff and all these old movies, and I'm like, they've been out for 70, 60, 40 years, and like, they're already out. They already exist. They exist in culture. People know these movies, and some of a lot of people's favorite movies. Like, you're not going to get rid of them. Like, they exist. Deal with it. Like, it's so fucking dumb. And the fact that they, like, keep talking about Grease and, like, oh, it's this, like, sexist movie, but there's nothing at all sexist about it. There's not one comment where they call, like, a woman, oh, women are sluts, and oh, women are good for this. They never say any of that shit. I find a lot of the women in the movie enjoyable. I like Rizzo as a character. She's actually, like, my favorite character in the movie. I like Sandy as a character. I like Frenchie as a character. She's a really funny and enjoyable character. And she deals with issues like she drops out of high school and goes to beauty school. A lot of people can relate to that, about dropping out of high school and trying to do something else with their life, but then they have to go back to high school because they realize they made a mistake. People do that. That's a relatable issue. Like, even Danny's issue in the movie is he's very popular, but he doesn't want to let his guard down to be with Sandy because Sandy's more like prim and proper. And it's almost like it's a peer pressure thing because he wants to seem cool and like a ladies' man in front of his boys and his friends. But really, all he wants to be is be with Sandy. He just wants to be with her. But he feels like he can't in front of all these people because he has a reputation and stuff. And again, people deal with that in high school. They think being cool and popular is more important than being in a very serious relationship. Like, I know people like that when I was in school too. So, like, very all relatable issues in Grease. So I don't know what the feminists are talking about, the SJWs. Grease is a great movie. I'm with Olivia Newton-John. It's awesome. It'll never be canceled. It's a classic. Say in the comment section below, please tell me what your thoughts and opinions on this bullshit news on Grease. And do you agree with it? And are you a fan of Grease? What are your thoughts and opinions on Grease? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.